What's up, guys? Welcome to the Student Place. It's been a while since we made a review on the movie Best Friends in the World, and that was because the movie they went on a short break, but now they are back and they are back with full force. And we are back with full force. Though this time around, we're just gonna give like a review because previously there was like a copyright strike from Neptune 3 Studio on my channel because I was using that content. So this video is not meant to infringe on any copyrights. It's just to give my review and my opinion about the best friends in the world, and to give my prediction about what is going to happen in the next episode. So please, I don't intend to infringe on anybody's copyright. So this video is just for entertainment and for review and for prediction. Yeah. So now, guys, they are back with episode 10. Episode 10 was a big one. It was awesome. It was wonderful. I enjoyed every part of it. In fact, I was expecting it to be longer than it was, but unfortunately, we had just about 1 hour plus episode to watch. But then that episode was a bang. Like, they gave us what we were expecting, like what we waited so long to see. I'm sure you feel that same way. So in this video today, I'm just going to give my review on episode 10 and my prediction for what I feel might happen in episode 11. And I want you guys to engage with me on this video. What do you think? Like, what's your view? What's your opinion about episode 10? And what do you think would happen in episode 11? So let's talk about it on the comment section. Engage with me on this video. Let's get to learn from each other. Let's have fun talking about this video. Let's get into it, guys. And please, if you want to be getting a lot of reviews about this movie and other opportunities on the Student Place, you know what to do. Click on the subscribe button, turn on your notification, and let's keep it going. So my first review is on Avery and David. You see these two guys, I feel like there's a chemistry that's going to happen between both of them because it is so obvious. Yeah, David hates Evelyn so much. The best kind of love is one that starts with hatred. Like, people that find themselves in the best kind of relationship, best kind of friendship, or best kind of love starts from hatred. So I feel that David, the kind of hatred he has for Evelyn is not that deep. It's more like, okay, I like this girl, but then she's this kind of way. I like this girl, but then she's wicked, she's evil. So he's just skeptical and reserved because Evelyn is this kind of spoilt brat, spoilt kid, and she's this wealthy child that shows up herself. She's just out there, and she likes doing evil things. So David, being a kind of reserved guy and a guy that doesn't like problems, so he's kind of skeptical. But if you look at the both of them throughout the episode, you would realize that, man, there's something out of the ordinary. Episode 9 ended with David and Evelyn being in a particular situation that you feel like they want to kiss each other. Even in this episode 10, like when David was like, when he held Evelyn to the wall, like you could see that Evelyn had closed her eyes, like she was already waiting for that kiss. But then David just spoiled the whole vibe, spoiled the whole emotions, spoiled the whole atmosphere. But then it is what it is. So I definitely feel that in episode 11 there's going to be more than just hatred. There's going to be more than just them looking at each other, more than just them wanting to make each other jealous. There's going to be more than that. So there might be something better, like something might happen, might be a chemistry. I feel so. So let's just watch out for episode 11 that might come out tomorrow or today, and see if David and Evelyn are going to get better in their relationship. As you can see with the case with Azuka and her sister, both of them have had this conflict, this personality conflict, and they are siblings, but then like they have this siblings fights. They run like in the same lane. They are always fighting, quarreling, being in disagreement. But then we saw that in episode 10 that the both of them resolved their conflict. And I just love Azuka's part in this episode 10. The fact that she has turned a new leaf, like she has shown the good part of her. In fact, it started from episode 9 after the case with Romeo's sister. So it all started from that place up to episode 10, and it's so good to see that she's good. She's not that kind of saucy Azuka. She's not that kind of wicked and that kind of proud Iris. So like in this episode 10, she's a whole different person. And man, the girl is beautiful. I won't lie, she's quite beautiful. And I just love the fact that she and her sister, like, they had to resolve their differences, and they became good again. And that closeness between them, like, is going to come out again in episode 11. So in episode 11, we wish to see more of Azuka and her sister, being together, doing the best and being the best siblings ever.
A little jealous. But these days, I feel a bit more comfortable with my own pace.
I think it's my turn to be jealous.
Oh, it's nothing to be jealous of. It's just a temporary arrangement. It's not even fun.
Yeah. I'm sure it isn't.
Attention, please.
My next review is on Olive, Esther, and Adams. These are the main characters in these best friends in the world, and they are the best friends. In this episode, like, the plot of these characters, like, was quite interesting. The fact that they were having these issues. Esther is always the mediator between the both of them, between Adams and Olive. Esther is always the mediator. She's always the one in the middle. This is something that happens in the clique, that's like there's inequality. Let's say in a clique of three, one person must always be in the middle. So in this case, Esther is the one in the middle. She's the mediator. So there's like this ongoing conflict between Adams and Olive. Like the feelings that they've had for each other, like all those emotions, like, was playing out. And the fact that Evelyn was always a problem in terms of Adam being in the picture. So like there's this conflict between both of them, and Esther doesn't want to be caught in the middle of that conflict. So she said that, I'm not going to talk to you guys, like, I won't have anything to do with you guys until you resolve your differences. And this was what led to the formation of that clique that Esther formed with other girls, like the girls clique. And I feel the clique is okay. Like, I love what they are doing. And if you see their attire on that party, like, what they at first I thought they were coming to do like a cultural dance or something, because the way they were dressed, like, they look like all these cultural dancers. So that was what I felt. But then the opposite was the case. So like, it was the conflict between Olive and Adam that led to the formation of that girls group. And I think Esther is finding solace in that group though. So now Olive and Adams, like, these two, like, we know they like each other. Olive had confessed her feelings for Adams, and Adams, like, had also done so. They even dated for some time until Olive was overwhelmed with the whole thing, and she was like, I can't take this anymore, I need a break. So now the conflict started from that point of them having a break, and the point of Evelyn coming into the picture. So there's this jealousy, there's this, oh, it's always with Evelyn, oh, like, like, they stop talking to each other. Then in this episode 10, that is titled the truth cycle, which is all about the three guys, you get. So, and in this particular episode, we saw the revelation of truth, we saw heartbreak, we saw emotions, we saw everything coming out in play. You get, when the three of them were at the truth circle, and man, I thought they wanted to resolve their conflict, but then it escalated. Like, the whole thing got exacerbated, and it's ended so badly. Olive actually played out a part that most girls like to do. Like, it's not a big deal if you have emotions towards a guy. Like, if you like a guy, it's not a big deal to accept that emotions. Why are you trying? Okay, I know that Olive is this kind of girl that she likes to be the strong girl. She doesn't like to show off her emotion. But then let this love show, let this feeling show. They are natural. Like, you don't have to like cage them. So it was her response, the way she was responding to Adam's listening, that made Adam so angry that he had to like say all the things he said to her, and she was hurt. You get, so like, as a girl, I don't think you should like, it's a big deal for you to like admit your feelings for a guy. It's a truth circle. Let it out. Say the truth. Like, say it the way it is. Say it. Say your mind. Don't try to sugarcoat it or try to like take the upper hand. So in that truth circle, Adam said a lot of things that actually got to Olive, and Olive said a lot of things that got to Adam, and it ended so badly. Like, ended so badly. But I feel that Adam is remorseful. like he regretted what he did. So in episode 11, there's a possibility that he might actually apologize to the girls and they might get together again. And the fact that Adam likes Olive so much is a fact. Like, it's a known fact by every one of us, except you don't want to accept it. I don't believe Adam likes Evelyn as much as he likes Olive, because Olive has always been the one, but Evelyn was just like, like a devil in between. I'll put it that way. So in episode 11, there's a big possibility that he might apologize, and the fact that his wonderful brother has spoken to him, and that guy, I just love him so much. I just love the guy so much because like he gives him the best kind of advice like any elder brother would give the younger one. So after like he has spoken with his brother, I feel that in episode 11 he might be bold enough, or he might accept his mistakes enough to go and apologize to the girls, and they'll be back together. But then in terms of Adam and Olive dating again, is there a possibility to that? I doubt there's going to be a possibility to that. They might just become friends again, but them dating, that might not happen anytime soon. If it might happen, yeah, it will happen, but anytime soon it won't happen. So let's see what happens in episode 11, if the gang is going to come back together or not.
God, where do I begin?
Begin from where the problem began.
Everything was fine for me up until I was elected head prefect. I swear I hadn't noticed any odd behavior with Evelyn. I was just super happy to see her again because we were really close growing up. My mistake might have been judging her by my past knowledge of her, which was funny and bright and maybe a little misunderstood. I should have seen her for who she is now. But even before she apologized to you guys, she admitted that she had a habit of sabotaging potentially great relationships because she didn't want people to get close enough to hurt her.
There you go defending her again.
I'm not, I promise. I'm just saying my experience. And I'm sorry it sounds that way. I'm not here to take a side.
Continue.
About my distant behavior, this is not something I want to admit out loud because it's scary and upsetting and confusing, and it might be a phase, not the truth.
What is it?
You like Evelyn too, don't you?
Eh?
Just hear me out, please. Look, I don't know how or when it started, okay? I'm not sure what my feelings are right now. I'm trying to rely on logic.
And what does logic say?
I don't know. I haven't been thinking straight these days.
I just knew it. I knew it from the moment she arrived and the way you were so enchanted with her that this was a possibility.
Adam, I thought you really liked Olive.
But does she like me back though?
Didn't I? Don't I?
I mean, let's not act like all this is my fault. Olive practically broke up with me in Abuja. I don't think she has the right to be upset. It's childish.
Childish! Oh, pardon me for not being accustomed to feelings and their innermost workings. Oh, experienced Adam who catches new feelings every morning.
I'm only like this because you're inconsistent. 1 second you like me, the other you don't. How is a person supposed to feel confidence like that?
I was only doing what I thought was right.
Regardless of if it hurts others, right? Do you think I really was fine when you said we should be just friends? It hurts.
But it felt right to me. It felt right for me.
That's so selfish.
Aren't we all? Isn't that why you've developed feelings for Evelyn? You think that doesn't hurt me?
Oh, you want to talk about hurt? Do you know how incredibly difficult it was for me to admit my own feelings the first time? How much courage it took?
Don't you think I put the same effort into considering your feelings? Because you were my best friend, I didn't take it lightly. And I wanted to give you the most honest response because you deserve the truth. Was it easy for me to admit my own feelings? Even when I saw that things were becoming inconvenient, do you know how much courage it took me to tell you that I needed a break? So why am I immature or inconsistent for following my gut? Do you think I did it lightly? It tortured me for so long. And I struggled trying to find the best way to tell you without feeling like I let you down. Would I suffer so much if I didn't care?
As we're sitting here in silence, all I'm hearing is the rain. Don't mean to be so quiet, but there's nothing left to say.
I guess you were right that time. We should forget there was ever anything between us.
Look good with the beard.
Going to Romeo's sister and her being exposed, you know, like every action comes with a consequence. Like whatever action you put out there comes with a corresponding consequence. I think that is a law of, is it Charles' law or something? But then, you know, and the law of karma is also something that comes to play sometimes. You get, so Romeo's sister, like she's done a lot of things in the past, and the past is now catching up to her. Like the truth came up, like, okay, yeah, she has accepted her faults, she has changed, she's now remorseful, she's now ashamed of all she did in the past. Now she's coming for restitution, which involves her returning the wristwatch she stole. But then, like that particular girl, that her classmate, the girl, like, you know, she's this girl with sharp mouth, and girls with sharp mouth, you know, the way they do. So she called like the seniors, called Romeo's sister, called everybody. She wanted to disgrace or humiliate Romeo's sister in front of the whole class, which she succeeded in doing. But then, of course, like I wouldn't blame her for that. Like, you know, like if you do something bad, like you have to pay for it. So Romeo's sister had to, like, you know, and the fact that Romeo didn't know about all these things was like a big shock to him. You know that Evelyn, Azuka and Olive had to like conceal the truth from Romeo. So him getting to find out in this kind of situation was bad. Like, it was actually disappointed in his sister, because like it happened publicly, public disgrace. You get, so he was quite disappointed and quite angry. But then I love the way he resolved that conflict between him and his sister. Like he acted so maturely, and he acted like a big brother that he is. So like he accepted, and the fact that she's still a kid and being in a rich school. If you are poor and you're in a rich school, you know, like it's like the pressure is getting worse. You get worse. You get, like it's so hard like to survive in that kind of environment. You just want to like feel among, you know, that kind of thing. So that was the kind of attitude that Romeo's sister put in play, but then it backfired due to the fact that she added stealing to it, and, you know, other lying and all that. So then Romeo actually understood that, so he had to, like, you know, accepted that the sister was wrong, and accepted that apology, and it was all cool. Everybody was just now giving, you know, their own part of family, blah blah blah. So it was beautiful. But then at least she had the consequence of her action, the fact that our friendship with her friends were like, scattered, and she became lonely, basically. But then it is what it is. The staff of that school. Well, being a teacher in a private school, like, I know what it looks like because I've been there before and I've had that experience. When a school has young teachers, because I was young and most of my colleagues were young, like, there's this gossip and there's this, like, this kind of class in among the teachers. So this was what, like, played out among the teachers in the staff room. Miss Lucille, she's this, elegant lady. Like, she's from abroad. She came from abroad just to serve in her country, so she's not used to the culture of Nigeria, like culture of where she's from. So like she saw the whole culture as something like, okay, I don't have to get involved in this, like, it's not my thing. And it's okay, like, there's no big deal in it that it's not a thing, you get. But the fact that it's a school something and everybody had to be involved, both the teachers and the students had to be involved, so like it was kind of mandatory for her to. But then the way the other teachers, like, had to, like, fire back at her, said a lot of things at her, like, man, it was appalling. It was appalling. Like, it wasn't called for. I mean, like, she's entitled to her own decision and what she wants. But then, like, the way they approached the situation wasn't cool at all. Like, if I was Miss Lucille, it's just that Miss Lucille doesn't give like, she doesn't care what they say about her. Like, she's this I don't care kind of person, and she just, like, overlooked it. But all thanks to Mr. Ben. I think Mr. Ben likes Miss Lucille. Mr. Ben, due to the fact that the guy is observant, like, he goes for the big fish. So he has observed Miss Lucille and okay, this girl is fine, she's elegant, she has good intonation, and they both teach English. So, like, he saw it as a big opportunity to shoot a shot at Miss Lucille. So he stood up for her at the staff room and, had to defend her, and it was beautiful. And I thought Miss Lucille would go to him, like, afterwards to say, oh, thank you for defending me, but she didn't. Mr. Ben was like, oh, what is this? Like, after what I did for her, she couldn't even come and say thank you, that kind of thing. So he was kind of offended. But, like, luckily or fortunately enough, Miss Lucy had to apologize at the party, and she was looking so beautiful at that party. And Mr. Ben was thrown off his feet because, what kind of beauty is this? So yeah, she apologized at the party, and it was cool. I'm sure Mr. Ben must have been so happy that she apologized. I'm sure that would be like a good ground for him to step up his game and ask her out on a date and all that. So let's see the chemistry that will happen between both of them in episode 11. Now my next review is on Maria and Robert. Okay, I think Robert had liked Maria right from time. Of course, Maria is a beautiful girl. Like the girl is set. Hi, nice shape, fine face, everything is just So Robert is like, he has seen that feature in her, and she's this intelligent girl. So I feel that he had liked her right from time since episode 9 or so. So in this episode 10, he decided to like step up his game and like indirectly shoot his shot. But I feel Maria had noticed also that he likes her. So like she's just trying to play hard to get and all those kind of girlish stuff. But then like both of them, I feel Robert likes her a lot, and the chemistry between both of them is clicking, is giving. So I feel like in episode 11 there might be more of both of them, because very soon that they will be done, like they'll be done with their high school season. So this episode 11, there's going to be a lot of connection, lot of resolution between different people, because the episode is coming to an end very soon. They will graduate and they will all go to their different universities. So I feel that Robert and Maria might have something, might become an item, like a friend of mine would usually say, an item in this episode 11. So let's see what happens in episode 11 between Robert and Maria. Guys, did you notice something about Olive's dress at the party? Oh my god. Like at first I was like, Olive, what is this? Like, what kind of dress is this? But then the dress is beautiful. At least she won the best dress of the night. So like the fact that she had a purpose for the dress, like the dress wasn't just out of the blues. Like she made a research on it, and it was elegant. Like it showcased cultural, like it showcased the beauty of Nigerian culture, beauty of art, and like she went back to the memory lane, to history, to bring out something elegant, and it was beautiful. Just like that cap was too it was too big. If you are not careful, it will just blind your eyes if you like come in contact with it. But the dress was elegant, like it was beautiful and it was nice. I love the outfit a lot, and a lot of the students there were looking so beautiful in their outfit. Like I was like, man, you guys look so awesome. Especially Archie. Though in this episode we not see more of Archie and Esther. Like they weren't really. In fact, this episode was too fast. Like before I knew what was happening, like it was over. So we not see more of Archie and Esther in this episode. Like they just had few conversations and few togetherness. But then in episode 11 we might see more of them, because like I said before, the episode is coming to an end. So there is going to be a lot of relation and chemistry and everything. But then that party, a lot of the girls and the guys actually dress very, very, very beautiful. One other thing I noticed is that Olive's and Adam's outfits actually matched. Olive's partner was David, and Adam's partner was Evelyn. But then Olive's and Adam's outfits actually, like in color, actually matched. So they looked more like partners than they were with their individual partners. What do you guys think? I think like I'm accurate with that. Now coming to Olive and her mom, like like I said in my last review, the mom was like, she became so nonchalant about Olive's life. Like she had always been this mother that she has the interest of her child at heart. Like she was always there, she was always observant, she was always involved. But she like there was this disparity, not disparity actually, there was this like distance between both of them in episode 9. I think it's because she decided to like have time for herself, decided to like go out on dates, like meet someone else, and do something for herself. So in the act of doing that, she kind of distanced herself from Olive, that she wasn't observant enough to know what Olive was going through and to know what's happening in her life. So in this episode 10, at least she got a hint of what is going on, and she came to apologize and advise her daughter like she always do. But I love the fact that both of them like had that conversation. It was very important. That conversation was very important. It was a good one. So in episode 11, like I believe she's going to be more observant, even while dealing with her own self, because of course she's a widower, and she's a widow, and she needs like that she needs to see somebody else. Like she's a human being, of course, and she's still young, so she needs like time for herself also while she's taking care of her daughter. you know. So I believe that in episode 11, like, she would have more time for Olive while she does her own thing. Then Adam showcased, like, what I call, no matter what you're going through, try to eat. You know, they called him to come and eat. It was like, he was in a depressed state, but then he had to stand up to go and eat because, of course, food is important to the body. So, like, that part also was, you know, quite funny though. So yeah, this is my review on episode 10, and episode 11 is coming out that Sunday or probably today. I don't know. So let's see what happens or what they have in store for us, and if all I predicted is going to happen. So please, guys, if you found this interesting enough, please click on the subscribe button, like this video, and comment what you think or what you feel happened in episode 10 that you liked, that got to you, and what you feel might happen in episode 11. So see you guys in the next review, and bye for now.